Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to share with you if you start from zero and then you want to find a job that allows you to work remotely, completely, here's what you can do. How to find a remote job. Here I'm not talking about a remote gig on Fiverr or Upwork, something like that. I'm talking about real job, like a full-time job, but you will be allowed to work remotely. Either you work from home or maybe you can go anywhere in the world that you want to work. So here is one of the ways that you can do it. Most of the remote jobs will be offered by startup companies. That's because, most of the remote jobs require online presence only, which means, you can't, if you got like a cafe or restaurant manager job, you can't really do it remotely, can you? That's why most of the jobs, can work remotely. It's related to either marketing or business development or programming or design, stuff like that. First of all, I would go to these three websites. One is AngelList, and then the other one is Crunchbase, and there's one more is LinkedIn. And for me, they all have different functions, which I will mention later. And so the first step is to go to these three websites. Once you go to these three websites, you're going to find 10 companies that you are interested in. You might be interested in, their projects, the things that they're doing, or you're interested in the founder story, something like that. And so you just have to find 10 of the companies that you enjoy, you imagine that you will be enjoy doing. And the next step is to filter out, well, when you find these 10 companies that you're interested in, remember to filter using these conditions. One is to filter out the company's location based on your time zone. I cannot stress enough about the importance of time zone when you look for a remote location. A lot of people think, oh, I can just live in Thailand and work for a US company and then get paid in US dollars and live happily ever after. And it's usually not the case, because I've heard so many stories about people who work in US time zone or London time zone and they live in Asia time zone. Definitely will affect how they work and their lifestyle, and when they can go to sleep and when they cannot go to sleep. So don't underestimate the importance of the time zone, even though when you didn't think about it when you apply for the job. What I would do usually is to find jobs that's 2 hours, within 2 hours of the range within your own time zones. Now I'm in China time zone. It's the same with Perth, Singapore, and China, and Taiwan. So which is GMT plus 8. So when I look for different positions that I want to apply for, I'll look for jobs that's within GMT plus 6 and plus 10. And if I'm lucky, I'm able to get a job in Thailand or somewhere else, then I'll just make sure that's within those time zones. And the second criteria when you look for jobs on these websites is to find companies that already have A round funding. I think on AngelList, you will be able to filter out, and also in Crunchbase, you will be able to filter out companies with these filters of which series funding they're at. And I would suggest look for companies that's at or before Series A round. The reason is because the companies that received A round means they have received enough funding to hire people, but they are not crazy about expanding or scaling yet. That's for companies that received funding B, Series B. And if you're not familiar with the startup funding cycles, you should go check it out online. Just Google, the funding series cycles of startup companies, and then you understand what I'm talking about. If you're if you decided to join a huge corporation that has huge, great benefit, okay, fine. But if you're looking for joining startups, then you have to know what the companies that you are going to join will going through in regards of the funding cycles. Series B means company will start to scale and then put a lot of pressure on their employees. Everything's going crazy, and the reason why I don't suggest you join companies in that stage is because what we're looking for is more of a lifestyle. It's not just for money. I want it to be location independent. That's because I want to have a better lifestyle, more relaxed, less stress, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I joined a crazy scaling startup. I would usually prefer to join smaller companies rather than huge corporation as well, because I just prefer in small companies, or if you have a small team, fine, but usually when you join a smaller team or small companies, you have more direct communication with other teams, and for me that's very important. Usually my experience when I join the bigger corporation is that there is also bureaucracy, policies, politics among your superiors or your colleagues, and a lot of things that doesn't help with work efficiency, and that's what's really killing me, right? So remember, what we're looking for is work-life balance and quality work time as well. Pointless meetings every day or every second day with like 30 different people, I wouldn't want that. There's also something about LinkedIn. So the first step is to find the list of companies, those companies that we want to join. The second thing is to find job postings that they have on different recruiting websites. Either it's on their homepage or it's on LinkedIn. And if you don't see any listings they have, that's fine. What I would do, and I would suggest you to do that right now, is to go to the LinkedIn page of the company and find out who is working for this company. And usually you can find this on LinkedIn very easily. Go to company's LinkedIn page, click on the people tag of the page. There's this button that says people, and then click on it and you'll see all the different people that's working for this company. And you can send a message if there's an HR person within the organization, within the company. A lot of companies, startup companies, they don't have HR yet because they're a small team. But if they do, talk to the HR and then send a message to the HR saying you're interested in joining the team and here are your skills. What do you do usually? And ask them if they have any open position now or maybe in the future. The second option is that you can just add or send a message to the founder of the company. And that's just also why I like to, work for small companies, because it's just so much easier if you can just talk to who's the person in charge directly about what you're thinking, what you want to do, and then be part of the projects, part of the mission they want to deliver. That's basically it. Find these companies through those 3 websites, go to LinkedIn, find out who they are, who's working for them, and then find the key person. And the key person, I mean, for recruiting, it will usually be either the founder of the startup company or the HR person of the startup company, if they have one. Also, you could just go to their official website and apply for the positions that they've posted. Because they are startup companies, they usually have a much better replying to any sort of the email. I hope everyone found what they're looking for, and I hope everyone find the remote job that they like. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you want to become a digital nomad, you want to travel the world while doing the work that you like, I'm offering a 30 minutes free consultation call Don't forget to subscribe and follow me. I'll see you next time.